What if I told you this old coin in front of you might be hiding a story that most people never notice? At first look, it seems like just a normal damaged coin. Faded color, scratches, old texture. Nothing special. But sometimes the most ordinary objects carry the biggest surprises. And this coin might be one of them. Stay till the end because what I noticed on this coin completely changed the way I look at old coins forever. Look closely at this coin. The year 19 visible. The surface shows signs of age, circulation, and wear. Most people would throw a coin like this away without even thinking twice. But collectors and curious people know something important. Every old coin has a story. Where did it travel? How many hands held it? What moments did it witness? This small piece of metal could have moved through markets, shops, pockets, and years of history before reaching this moment. Now here's where things get interesting. When people find old coins, they usually ask one question: is it rare? But rarity isn't always about age. Sometimes it's about condition. Sometimes it's about production differences. Sometimes tiny details that nobody notices can completely change how people look at a coin. Imagine having something for years, and then suddenly realizing it could actually be unusual. When I looked at this coin carefully, the first thing that stood out was how worn and aged it appears. That immediately creates curiosity. Coins that survive years of circulation develop marks that tell their own story. Every scratch, every faded area, it all becomes part of the mystery. But does that make it valuable? Or is the real value hidden in the history behind it? Think about this for a second. Millions of coins are made. Most disappear into daily life. Yet some become memorable because of the stories attached to them. And that's why people around the world keep searching old boxes, drawers, and collections hoping to discover something unexpected. But don't decide too quickly, because in the next part, we're going deeper. We'll break down the hidden details people usually ignore, the reason old coins create so much excitement online, and the one question that could completely change how you see this coin. But now the story becomes more interesting. You already saw the coin, and maybe at first it looked ordinary: old color, worn surface, and signs of years passing over it. But that's exactly where people make a mistake. Most people only see a coin, while others see a story. Because coins are not just metal pieces. They travel through time. This coin from 1995 may have passed through countless hands, moved from one city to another, stayed inside wallets, shops, markets, and pockets for years before ending up here. And when you think about that, suddenly this small object feels much bigger than it looks. The strange thing about old coins is that nobody notices them until one day. Someone stops and asks a simple question: what if there's something special about this? That question changes everything. People around the world search old boxes, collections, and forgotten places because they know something important. Sometimes value is not created by appearance. Sometimes value comes from history, survival, and details people ignore every day. Now imagine the year 1995. The world was different. Technology was different. People lived differently. During that time, this coin entered circulation and started its journey. Day after day, month after month, year after year, this same coin kept moving while the world changed around it. New trends appeared, old things disappeared, and yet somehow this coin survived all the way to today. That alone creates curiosity because not everything survives time. But here's the part that makes people watch until the end. Many people believe every old coin becomes valuable. That isn't true. Real collectors look deeper. They don't only care about age. They check condition, design details, surface marks, and how well the coin survived through years of use. Sometimes the smallest difference creates the biggest mystery. And sometimes a coin that looks normal becomes interesting simply because of the story behind it. When I looked at this coin carefully, what stood out wasn't perfection, it was age. The faded areas, the texture, the marks. They make you wonder where this coin has been. Who held it first? How many people carried it? How many small moments of everyday life did it become part of? That's the thing people forget. Objects don't speak, but they still carry history. And that's why videos about old coins become so addictive. It's not because every coin hides treasure. It's because people love possibilities. They love the idea that something forgotten could become interesting again. That feeling of discovery keeps people watching. It creates suspense. It makes people think, maybe I should check my own old coins too. Now think about your own house for a moment. Somewhere there may be an old drawer, a collection box, or a forgotten wallet. Inside it could be something old that nobody looked at for years. Not because it's expensive, but because